Hi, I'm Benjamin Williams. I'm running for governor, Democratic candidate, 2018 of Illinois. I just came on here to introduce myself. My family already know who I am, but for those of you who don't know, if you didn't go to school with me or you don't know me because you're family members, let me tell you about myself. I am a hard-working man. I feel your pain. I feel your needs because they are my needs and my pain as well. We have tried the politicians. The politicians went to jail. Then we tried the businessman, and of course he failed. Now it's time that you, who go to work every day, have a voice. And that will come when you vote for Benjamin Williams, the right and true choice. Now, you might want to know what I stand for. Education. I want to make sure that education is given effectively and that they're funded equally. No longer will the high class be funded more efficiently than the lower class. All schools will receive the same funding. All teachers will get a raise. Police protection will be granted. I will hire new police officers to control the districts and make your community safer. I will bring in the National Guard if I have to patrol your neighborhood so that your children can sit on their porches. They can go to the playgrounds. They can walk to school without fear of being shot. I will eliminate the purchases of weapons of war. When I say weapons of war, I'm talking about the M16 assault rifles, the AK-47s, the Uzis. They will no longer be able to be purchased or carried in the state of Illinois if you elect me. I support the right to bear arms, but you must bear them with a duty. If you cannot prevent your arms from being used in the commission of a crime or terror, then the government has the right to control how you buy, purchase, own, and carry those arms. It is the government's responsibility to protect your children as well as yours. When it comes to housing, we must reform housing. No more will there be denial because you have $0 incomes or not enough income for your family size. That's not low income housing. But under my administration, you will be eligible and you will be getting housing. Homelessness. I plan to reduce this homelessness in the state of Illinois by 30% within 3 years' time. Unemployment, by my 4th year in office, I expect unemployment to be down. I expect at least 75% of Illinoisans to be working. My policy on child protection. All reports to Child Protection Agency will be taken seriously. However, the Department of Children and Family Services have overstepped its authority, and I will sign an executive order bringing it back down to where it's supposed to be. Corporal punishment under my administration will be allowed. A parent have the right to spank his or her child as long as they're not leaving bruises, fractures, or broken bones. Abuse will not be tolerated. The DCFS will be trained to focus on teaching you how to parent and prevent abuse and child neglect, not monitoring how you discipline your child. That is the problem. That's why the city of Chicago is flooded with guns now, because the parents cannot control their children. That's why we got 12-year-olds getting shot at 1 o'clock in the morning. that parents cannot control their children. I will return that control back to you once you vote for me. My policy on prison reforms is simple. There's no more of releasing the inmates just because the prisons is overcrowded. I will implement and destroy the Department of Correction and implement a Department of Rehabilitation. Inmates will be rehabbed, and they will go through a process and a program that they must be cleared to re-enter society. And there's my policy on education once again. All kindergarten students will be taught on a first grade level to read. College would be free tuition by any community college that is under the state or a city control. Education and sex will be granted on more than just condoms. They will be taught about sexual abuse as well as protection from all the sexual transmitted diseases. That's how we stop teenage pregnancy. That's how we stop teenage sexual assaults. Once they are aware, then they can prevent it from happening. Underage drinking and smoking must be regulated and stopped. That means parents will be held responsible for their underage children drinking and smoking. That way we don't have more alcoholics and drug addicts and tobacco addicts than we can control. Sales taxes I will eliminate. However, the purchase of alcohol and tobacco will remain to have a sales tax on it. I plan on I lost my train of thought. We talked about housing, we talked about taxes, we talked about education, we talked about prison reform. Now, we need to talk about livable wages. Minimum wage will be elevated throughout the state. I will give tax breaks to any new companies that enter the state of Illinois and provide jobs to Illinois residents. They will have a tax break for 3 years. If they should choose to leave the state after that 3 years, they will be heavily penalized. That is my plan for creating jobs. If you had any more questions, feel free to hit my page. Don't forget to endorse me on the link that's on my page. Check out my page of Governor for Illinois. And keep watching for updates. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.